Welcome to Burnt Toast Tuesday for another week, another day in a week that we are coming with another class of mine. All praises to Yahweh Ba'ashem Mashiach Yahweh Shah. Today's class will be things to watch in the last days, to watch for. Hopefully we can get through this pretty quick, get this done and get going. All praises. Yeah. Hope everybody had a good week, had a good weekend. And welcome to Burnt Toast Tuesday. All praises. Now let's go to the first thing I want to bring out is Ecclesiastes chapter 1, verse 9. The thing that had been is that which shall be, and that which is done is that which shall be done. And there is no new thing under the sun. There is nothing new under the sun. So a lot of the things that you need to watch for, you need to go into the past and see the things that happened in the past to get an understanding of the things that are going to be happening in the future, because everything goes round and round and round. It just keeps going around. Like they say, history repeats itself. History repeats itself. Shalom, Barakai and Yaakov. But as history repeats itself and it goes around and around. So you need to look at the past in order to understand some of the things that we need to watch for in the future and now. So verse 10, is there anything whereof it may be said, see, this is new? Ain't nothing new. Ain't nothing that's happening now that ain't happening. It had been already of old time, which was before us. All the stuff that's going to be coming happened before, and it's going to continue to keep coming. So in order to understand what's going to be happening in the future, we need to always go into the past to get a good understanding of what's coming and what's to watch for. Let's go to Deuteronomy chapter 32 and verse 7. Deuteronomy chapter 32 and verse 7. I know a lot of people should know this already, especially if you street teach. Remember the days of old. Consider the years of many generations. Ask thy father, and he will show thee, thy elder, and they will tell thee. When the Most High, that's all I needed on that. That's all. Let's read that again. Remember the days of old. Consider the years of many generations. Ask thy father, and he will show thee, thy elders, and they will tell thee. So we got to go look at our forefathers, and we got to remember the days of old. He said, Peter, the last goddess, y'all, whatever that word is, Reagan, didn't answer any of my questions. What question did you have that they didn't answer? And who did you ask? Because I know all the officers probably asked, or they were doing the video. You can call the numbers. They're on the bottom of the screen, or you can get in touch with us, email, or anything else to get a question asked. Let me see something right quick. Yeah. Peter, the last goddess. Oh, God. That name alone let me know you probably don't know nothing about this Bible. That name alone. The book, let's read that again. Remember the days of old. Consider the years of many generations. Ask thy fathers, and he will show thee. Thy elders, and they will tell thee. And that's what we got to do. We got to remember the days of old to get an understanding of what's going to be happening in the future. Let's go to Ezekiel chapter 16. Ezekiel chapter 16, and we're going to start at 60, verse 60. Nevertheless, Nevertheless, I will remember my covenant with thee in the days of thy youth, and I will establish unto thee an everlasting covenant. See, the Most High even going to remember the days of the old. Remember the covenant that we made with the Most High from the beginning. And then he's going to establish the things of the new covenant. So he's even doing the same thing. So we always got to go to the past. That's why they always trying to tell you your past don't matter. Well, if you don't know your past, you're going to repeat those same mistakes. And so you got to know your past in order to stand what your future is like. So a lot of times, that's why a lot of people are uncertain about things, because they don't even think about their past. They just going about what people say and what they trying to say and whatever they got to say, which they never even look. No, transgender sour patch. My question was about the olive tree. The olive tree was talking about the Gentile, non-Israelites. No, the olive tree was talking about the broken branches, which is the northern kingdom. And I don't got time to go and look at that, but you can call them. We'll give you the precepts for that. That is going into the northern kingdom. Those are the broken branches that fell off the tree. Not, you can't be a part of a tree you was never a part of. You can't put a pecan onto an olive tree and expect, or graft it in and expect it to grow. It will not do it. That is not talking about. That's Christianity, and that's what some of the things we got to watch for, because those are the type of things they was trying to confuse and mix the Bible up with the things that they got going on and try to put themselves in places that they're not supposed to be. That's where a lot of them did back in the day. So that's one of the things. I'm glad you put that out, because that's some of the things we got to watch for. He said, okay, whatever, you're reaching real hard, black. No, I'm not reaching. That is the Bible. That is what it is. Peter, the last goddess. That is what it is. It ain't nobody reaching. It's the truth. The fact of the matter is, you don't want to hear the truth. Yep, I'm glad Barakaya timed out. That's all they doing is scoffing. And they don't want to understand this Bible. They want to try to get in what they got going on. They want to get, that's part of something we got to watch for in the last days, which he said, there'll be scoffers and gainsayers against this truth, against this Bible, trying to make it fit their lifestyle instead of fitting their lifestyle into the Bible. That's what they got to do. You got to line your lifestyle up with the Bible instead of trying to fit the Bible into your lifestyle and taking out the part that you like and taking, I don't want to do that part, I would do that part. No, you got to do the Bible, the whole Bible. That's what you got to do. And I know, I can understand Barakayas, a lot of Edomites. They scoff every class, huh? That's because that's what the devil do. The devil don't do nothing but come and scoff. Ezekiel chapter 60 again. Nevertheless, I remember my covenant with thee in the days of thy youth, and I would establish unto thee an everlasting covenant. Then thou shalt remember thy ways and be ashamed. And when thou shalt receive thy sisters, thine elder and thy younger, and I will give them unto thee for daughters, but not by thy covenant. The thing about it is, we got to understand what we had been through, how we done wrong, so we can not repeat those things in the future. So those things that we got to watch out for, like scoffers and gainsayers, like the ones that been timed out. Those people, you got to watch out. That's something we definitely got to watch. Every time you turn around, when you bring out the Bible, that's one thing they don't want to hear. They don't want to hear the Bible. They want to just hear somebody talk and be like them TD Jakes, TD Snakes, and them Creflo Hollers and Joe Hosteen. You got to be like them. That's what they want to hear. Somebody to make them feel good. We ain't here to make you feel good. We're here to bring you the truth. And that's all it's about. Nobody got time to argue with you. If you don't want to hear the truth, we bring out the Bible. That's all we're going to do. Deuteronomy chapter 4, verse 27. Deuteronomy chapter 4, verse 27. And the Lord shall scatter you among the nations, and you shall be left few in number among the heathen, whither the Lord shall lead you. And that's another thing for them to be talking about the olive tree. That's what we was, scattered, broken branches off of the olive tree, and that's the olive tree he's gonna put back together and graft those things in. But at the same time, he said he was gonna scatter us among all the nations, and you shall be left in few in number among the heathen, whether the Lord shall lead you. And the Lord has led us to a place called Ashereth, America. And he scattered us across this country, scattered us across the world, the four corners of the world, left us few in numbers. Even when we try to get even populated in America, the more population we get, the more prisons they open up, the more prison they throw us into. They want to, and that's the thing about it. They want to throw us in prison. They'll take our population down so we'll always be few in number, because they always got war in their heart. Even when we trying to love them so much, they always thinking to have war against us. They always thinking to come against us. Verse 28, and there you shall serve gods. Better yet, let's go to Leviticus 26 and 33. Leviticus 26, 33. And I will scatter you among the heathen, and will draw out a sword after you, and your land shall be desolate, and your cities waste. And that's what's happening right now. When we were scattered all over the place, our land was laid desolate unto these Edomites or to these heathens, and them Arabs that went back over in there and claimed the land for themselves. That's why the land don't work right. That's why they gotta import soil over there to the land, because it don't work the way it's supposed to do when we were there. So it don't give that same, it don't do the same. It's laid desolate. When you go to those other places out there, when you see like HODC, when they go to Israel, you can see how the land is all desolate, but they done created these other spots and try to say, oh, this is the place, and got all those places wrong. Let's go to Deuteronomy chapter 31, verse 29. Verse 29. Deuteronomy. For I know that after my death ye will utterly corrupt yourselves and turn aside from the way which I have commanded you, and evil will befall you in the latter days. And the thing about it, even Moses was saying after his death, the children of Israel were going to be doing all kind of evil stuff and wicked stuff. Even though the Most High had set up over us judges, kings, princes, we had prophets all up over us, but still, we were still doing a lot of sinning at the time. And that's the same thing. And he said, in these latter days, evil shall come upon us, and evil is upon us. No matter how any black man, because they got a little change, a little money in their pocket, they doing all right. They don't realize our nation of people all throughout America, throughout the world, are doing it's evil upon us. They not just killing us in America, they killing us in, when you go down to, like when they have a soccer game down there, they put all them in jail. When in Brazil, in Mexico, in Africa, in Europe, France, Germany, we all put to the side, and the evil is coming upon. Those are the things they don't report on TV. They don't even want to report it right, and we sitting right here in their face. So imagine how the report is coming out when you're hearing about something going on in another country. They don't tell you they act like the only place that's got racism is America. No, the Edomites are all over the world. They the same everywhere. They ain't changing, so we got to understand that. We got to understand that. Let's go back to Deuteronomy chapter 4. Start at 28. And there ye shall serve gods, the works of men's hands, wood and stone, which neither see, nor hear, nor eat, nor smell. And what do? One of the first things people do when they get a tattoo is a goddamn cross. Got them on their neck. As soon as they get famous, they got to throw a cross on their neck. Serving other gods. Because our God ain't never told us to worship no cross. But we do these things. Why? Because it was a curse that was on us, and it was prophesied that we were going to be doing these things in the last days. And those are the things that we're doing right now. So then one of the things we got to start doing is trying to get these crosses off these people's necks. Because that's what he said. That right there is idols. And worshiping idols. And then they proud about it. And we know pride is the beginning of sin. You try to tell them about their cross, they swearing down that's giving them the protection. But at the same time, then the Ku Klux Klan burn crosses in our yards. Don't these other Christians who kill us worship and bow down and have that cross in their hand? These homosexuals or these Catholic priests who committing this pedophilia, don't they have crosses in their hand? So what good is that doing for us? Not nothing. Not a darn thing. And then like now, I mean, you go to every church around America, every black community, a cross. But yet the community still look broken, still look poor, still look the bottom of everything in America. Ain't nobody rushing back to move to the hood. Only time they want to come visit the hood is because on Sunday, because that's where all the churches at. They ain't did nothing for us, but we steady, and that lets you know that we've gotten to the state of mind where we are insane. Our people are insane. When we keep repeating the same thing over and over again, expecting to get a different result. And we not. We up in the church singing and dancing, jumping around, walking over pews, praise and worship, white face, all this stuff. And it ain't gotten us nowhere. Because as soon as they leave their doors, they right back in the hood. Then they get in their cars and they hightail it out of the hood. I got to get out of here before somebody shoot at me. They run right back to the suburb. They run right back to the suburb. Y'all got to understand, I got to take my glasses off and on because, man, when I looking at the screen, I can't see. So sometimes these are reading glasses. So when I look at the screen, y'all got, when y'all done posted down there, I got to look up to even read it. So I got to take them on to even read it. But let's get back. Where we at? 28. And there you should serve God, the work of men's hand, wood and stone, which neither see, nor hear, nor eat, nor smell. They can't do nothing. Them gods cannot do nothing. Let's go to Jeremiah 16:13. Jeremiah chapter 16, verse 13. Verse 13, and it reads, therefore will I cast you out of this land, into a land that ye know not, neither ye nor your fathers, and there shall ye serve other gods day and night, where I will not show you favor. And that's another God they serve. They serve this goddamn America system. They always want to be famous. If I could just get on TV, if I could just be famous. They even got rap song. I just want to be famous. Serving the Edomites, lifting them up as gods, even though they done heard all the stories about how they treat them, the Illuminati, and got them doing all kind of perverse things. going into homosexuality. They choose that over the Most High. They choose that above the God that's going to be able to deliver their soul. They choose that. Let's go to Psalms chapter 115 and verse 4. Psalms chapter 115 verse 4. And it reads, "Thy idols are silver and gold, the work of men's hand. They have mouths, but they speak not." They, like on that cross, he got them out. He's sitting up there on that cross, head leaning sideways, got them out. But he ain't never spoke. I don't know, but you can ask some of the missile cards, boy. They believe in everything. It did speak. I seen it move. It's bleeding. It's crying. They ain't did none of that. Not one thing. They have mouths, but they speak not. Eyes have they, but they see not. They have ears, but they hear not. Noses have they, but they smell not. And that's the same way with worshiping these Edomites over in his kingdom. They got eyes, ears, nose. They can't see, hear, nor smell. Because they can't smell what the Most High is cooking. And it's brewing. I can smell it. I can smell it. The Most High is going to do some strange on this land. He's doing things strange already. They have hands, but they handle not. Feet have they, but they walk not. Neither speak they through their throat. See, that's a lot of times they don't even speak right. They don't walk in according to God, but they mouth is running. Their mouth is always going. This is my Bible. He said whatever he says, and then he put that Bible down. He's done. Now he's finna run his mouth, but he's not finna say what God's saying. He's not finna say what the Most High is saying. They that make them are like unto them. So is everyone that trusted in them. They that make them, who manufactured them? We don't. We don't. We ain't got no gold nor silver, but we be at the goddamn gold shop buying it. And they that make them, who make them? They make them. They just like them. They can't speak, hear, none of that. Smell, no, none of that. Just like that goddamn, just like that. That's exactly what they are. But we afraid of them. We look up to them when all they are is, and that's it. That's all they are. We worship them. We worship them. We bow down to them. We speak nice to them. We won't even go off on them, but we'll go off on our own people though. And that's what the idols we look up to. The one they got their picture. They say that's a picture of Caesar Borgia on that cross that we worshiping. Then we got the nerve to put him on our arm. No condemnation to the ones who got it before they was in the truth, but man, don't do it again. Don't do it again. Let's go back to Deuteronomy. Deuteronomy chapter 4. I'm gonna stay here for a second. We're just gonna go through this till down about 35. So right now we on verse 29. Deuteronomy chapter 4, verse 29. But if from thence thou shalt seek the Lord thy God, thou shalt find him, if thou seek him with all thy heart and with all thy soul. That's how we need to be doing in this last hour. These are the things we need to be watching for. We need to be making sure that we're seeking the Most High. That we're getting up, we're reading our Bible, that we're getting up and we're praying, that we're getting up and we're looking out for the other people that are in the truth. We can't be selfish anymore like we were in the world. We need to be looking out, hey man, you need some help? Man, are you all right? We need to be looking out. We all we got. And we very few just in our own neighborhoods. It's the most happy thing when you go out and see somebody with friends. It's like, hey, boy, you just get happy. We very few, so we need to always look out for each other. You don't have to be in the same camp for you to be looking out for the other ones in other camps. That makes no sense. All of us is in this together. All of us got the goal of trying to get to the kingdom. You don't just got to look out for the people in your camp. If you know somebody in the truth, they want their friends, they trying to keep the commandment, be on the lookout for them too. Ain't no separation in this thing. Even though we separated in camps, don't mean we separated as brethren and sisters. We can all be coming together. We don't have to, oh, he ain't in my camp, so I don't know. That's like I went into the store the other day and saw a brother from IUIC. He was like, Shalom. I was like, Shalom, King. And I gave him a handshake. And then I walked out the store and I was like, man, hold on. Went back in the store. Said, man, let me give you the proper, shake, man. Ain't no way I should do my brother like that. And he was like, yeah, everything good, everything good. And we was like happy. He had a big old happy smile. I had one on my face. And that's how we should be. That's how we should be. And every time we see somebody, man, I wish I could just get like Paul said, I wish everybody could be saved, but they're not. I wish everybody could be in this truth, but they're not. Not saved because ain't none of us saved. But he's like, man, and a lot of times when I see my people on the streets, I'm like, dang, even downtown, even though sometimes I go hard at a man, but sometimes I go hard at him because, man, I love them so much. I wish they just come up out of them. We want to just shake them. We want to just shake them sometimes. Just shake them. Man, look, get them in the truth. Hit them across the head like one of them old TVs, you know. Remember when it was static and you had that old antenna with the foil on the top and you had to hit the TV sometime in order for it to work? That's what I wish I could sometimes be wanting to do to them. Like, man, if I just maybe hit them across the head a couple of times, maybe they'll just pop up and be in the truth. But that ain't happening. That ain't happening. What we got to do now is speak this word, whether they hear or bear. We got to give them this truth. We got to give it to them. Let's go to Matthew chapter 6. Matthew chapter 6. Like the brother was out there the other time, we was dealing with the brother, and you know me, I come loud and not so nice all the time. And he's like, I can't even see, didn't want to accept it because of the way I came. So then Benaniyah got up there. That's what I said. People don't, and Benaniyah got up there, and now Benaniyah, little subtle, come down a little bit, take it down 3 notches, talk to the brother, dialogue with the brother, and the brother left yelling, blah, 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 blah. That's what it is. It don't matter how you give it to him. You can't be like a lot of times how we are now. I don't want to listen because of the way he said it. It doesn't matter how I say it. If it's the truth, take it. Whether it came at you like a rock or it came at you like a feather, it is the truth. Take it how it is. Don't go by your feelings. Don't get so caught up in your feelings. Well, the way they talk to me. But we done that to our people. This is men. They've been effeminized just to the point where I didn't like the way he said it. For what? Hey, what? What does it matter if it's the truth? If I save your life, does it matter how I saved it or the fact that it matter you saved? That's all it's about. Matthew chapter 6, verse 33. But seek ye first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and all these things shall be added unto you. Because it's the Most High who'll give you riches, and the Most High who'll make you poor. So, but the first thing, a lot of times we go through things because we don't seek the Most High first. We don't seek the Most High first. We shouldn't be seeking him for riches. We should be seeking him to make sure that our spirit, and he don't take his spirit from us, sending us to a reprobated mind. I'd rather have nothing in this world than for the Most High to be gone from me again. I don't want to be in that life where I used to live when I ain't had the Most High. Even though it seemed like I was having a lot of fun, I look at it now, all that fun that I thought was fun is garbage. It was not fun at all because my state of mind had totally changed. I don't want to be reprobated. I don't want that mindset where I can do what I want. I can go out and have fun. I can do this. I'm going to be here. I'm going to be there. I'll be the first one that got shot because they shooting everywhere now. You can't go nowhere. And if you wasn't in this truth, you'd be all at the song. You'd be at the party. You'd be all at the movies. You'd be at that Southwest by Southwest. You'd be at all these conventions where everywhere they going now, danger is there. And danger is going on. Ain't none of that. They thinking about it. They doing it. School. All that now. You get your head tore off anywhere now. You ain't got to go to the hood no more to get your head tore off. You can just go to the grocery store and get a bullet to the back of the head. 6:34. Take therefore no thoughts for the morrow, for the morrow shall take thought for the things of itself. Tomorrow gonna bring the things of itself. Don't worry about what's going on tomorrow. Make sure you getting yourself right today, right now. Like a lot of y'all now is at least watching videos, watching classes. Meaning you're getting yourself together. Instead of, you don't got TV on right now. You just got your telephone on. You ain't flicking through TikTok. You doing those things. That's what you're supposed to be doing. This the way you start seeking the kingdom. You start looking for knowledge, going into the Bible, looking for ways to please the Most High. Seek ye first the kingdom of heaven, and all these things shall be added. You start doing good. Things will start getting better around you. Things will start getting better around you. Let's stay in Matthew. Let's go to 22 and verse 37. Stay in Matthew. Let's go to 22 and verse 37. And it reads, Jesus, Yahushua said unto him, thou shalt love the Lord the Lord thy God, with all thy heart, and with all thy soul, and with all thy mind. With thy mind. See, this where a lot of bad stuff go on. A lot. This where all things start. Every danger, everything that ever had happened started right here. This where you have to start putting the Most High in your mind. So when you see something, you think about the Bible script that you read. When you see some people going on, you looking at him and like, oh, I remember him. He like just like that dude here in such and such. Everything should be going on in the mind. Renewing of our mind. Changing. Being circumcised in the mind. That's what we need to be going back to. Let's go back to Deuteronomy chapter 4 and verse 30. Just put that little tab on Deuteronomy right now. Got 5 more verses to come out of there. So just go ahead and tab that and you can always come back to it real quick. When thou art in tribulation and all these things have come upon thee, even in the latter days, if thou turn to the Lord thy God and shall be obedient unto his voice. It says, even in the last days, and here we are in these last days, and nobody thought that they'd ever be here to be living. They done heard about it. They done, somebody told them about it. All these are last days. Now we in them. We in those perilous times. You're living that thing that everybody was scared of, or some of the people were scared of. You're living in it. You are these people who's living in these last days that they talked about that would be probably sin. I don't know when it'll come, but you in that part where we're in that last hour now. I don't know we're in the last days. We're in that last hour now. We're in that last hour here. And let's go to 1 Thessalonians chapter 3, verse 2. 1 Thessalonians. Chapter 3, verse 2. It says, and sent Timotheus, our brother and minister of God, and our fellow laborer in the gospel of Yahushua, to establish you and comfort you concerning your faith. Now, Yahushua was sent, and you got the prophets out on the corners, out on the blocks, on YouTube, on TikTok, on whatever social media to build your faith up, to give you real knowledge, to give you truth. Just like Paul was doing. And they sent Timotheus, our brethren and minister of God, of our fellow laborers in the gospel of Yahushua, to establish you, so you can be established in this truth. So you can set a sound foundation in this truth and not turn back from it once you heard the truth and you take it in and renew your mind and start seeking the Most High. Then he said that no man should be moved by these afflictions. So when all this stuff come up on you and you start seeing these things going on in these last days now, you won't be afflicted. You won't be wounded by it. Yeah, we got to go through afflictions. We got to go through tribulations. That's a must. So you can't build nobody up if they don't go through nothing. A good football team don't become a good football team if they don't practice. A good basketball team don't become a good basketball team if they don't practice. You got to get built up. You got to be established. You got to come to the knowledge of the Most High, the true understanding of the Bible. All praises. Awakening daughter of Sarah, all praises. That's a good thing to do. You make sure that he just keep building you up. Keep listening. Keep watching. Keep studying. And he start building you up. And he getting you to that point. Because we ain't all got it. I've been on the truth only 10 years. And it just feel like a tiny short time. I mean, I'm still a babe. I know people that's been in 20 years and they still a babe. So we always got to be building each other. If we got to read the Bible 20 times in a year, do so. To get yourself established. So where your every thought start to become nothing but the word, period. Can't even nobody come and talk to you about no, I don't want to hear that. You want to go get ice cream? We got your house out in it? Nah, I don't want none of that. I don't want none of that. That no man should be, just verse 3, that no man should be moved by these afflictions. For yourselves know that we are appointed thereunto. Afflictions are coming to us, no matter what. We are appointed. Why? Because our forefathers sinned. We've sinned. So we got to pay for those things. We got to. We got to. For verily, when we were with you, we told you before that we should suffer tribulations, even as it came to pass, and ye know, you know that we got to go through these things. You know that. I know that. For this cause, when I could no longer forbear, I sent to know your fate, lest by some means the temper have tempted you, and our labor be in vain. He said, I come to know your fate. See, because sometimes we always say we know the Most High. Then as soon as something come upon us or something happen, We don't trust in the Most High. We start trusting in the government. Let me see how I can get something from him. Or maybe he can do this. Or maybe we never put trust in the Most High. We never give the Most High a chance because soon as trouble comes, we loving him to while everything's good. But soon as that tribulation come or the afflictions come, we want to go back. Oh, hold on. What you used to do, because that's who you trusted in. So your faith needs to start building up. You gotta have faith, even though you can't see the Most High, but you gotta believe what his words say, that he'll bring you through. You was saying that when you was at the church. Gotta do it. Bless me. I'm blessed and highly favored. Now you're getting the truth. Soon as something come up on you, you looking around. What? You better know where it comes from. You better look towards the hill. That's why he told him, look toward the mountain, top of the mountain. Look towards the hill. Why? Because you're looking up. What's up? The Most High. That's why he tells you, look towards the hill. Let's go to Acts chapter 14 and verse 22. This reads, confirming the souls of the disciples and exhorting them to continue in faith, and that we must, through much tribulation, enter into the kingdom of Yahweh. He said, through much tribulation. So you got to have a lot of faith built up, because he said much tribulation. Don't think just because you got in this truth, everything about to be hunky-dory, everything's supposed to be fine. Don't think you ain't got to go through nothing. And then don't let nobody put you down when you're going through. Well, you must have sinned. Then you like the three friends of Job and his wife. You got to know that, hey, I got to go through some of this. I got to get spanked. I got to get a whooping. If you had parents that never even said nothing to you, your parents didn't love you. Yeah, Sydney, when you got that faith like that, that's how it is. I used to tell my people all the time, man, look, I don't trust in y'all gotta excuse me. I forgot to put this charger on this phone. Excuse me, y'all. There we go. Oh, praise. Got my phone leaning. Sorry, y'all. Salaki. Let's get back. Let me read that one more time. Confirming the souls of the disciples, and exhorting them to continue in the faith, and that we must, through much tribulation, enter into the kingdom of Yahweh. See, the thing about it, you're not going to get the kingdom if you ain't going through nothing. The kingdom of heaven suffer violence, and the violent take it by force. It's violent. It's going to be a violent thing to get this kingdom. You think they want to give it up? You think Esau just going to, when have you ever seen Esau just, man, go ahead and have it? No, he's going to fight. He's fighting for it right now. Only people ain't fighting is our own people. But we fight how? With this Bible, a spiritual fight. That's how we fight spiritual things. Because they backed by a spirit, we're backed by a spirit. We got to go with the spirit that the Most High is in us, and he the one gave us the faith. So we got to build our faith up to fight this spiritual battle. But it's going to be some things we got to go through. You ain't never go to war like they was trying to say, like when they was in Iraq, when they was just in the war and they were going down and they didn't even have nobody to fight. They just went in and took the thing. And then all of a sudden, now they got people dying. Well, how they die if nobody got killed? I mean, if it was just easy. Even the easy war is going to have some deaths and some scars and some battles, bullets, bombs, and all these things. So you got to go through some if you want to get something. You got to. You don't have to. That's just simple and plain as that. And I'm going to go to one of my favorite little verses. Let's go to, where were we? Yes. Let's go to 2 Maccabees chapter 6. To me, this is one of a big faith builder of mine. This is one of the hopes, and I know I always come out with this verse right here, and I love it. 2 Maccabees chapter 6, and we'll start at verse 12. And it says, "Now I beseech those that read this book, that they be not discouraged for these calamities, but that they judge those punishments not to be for destruction." Those punishments, those things you're going through, they're not there to destroy you. I'm sorry, Shalaki. I don't know what happened on that one. But I'm going to go back. Let's read and start at the beginning. The 2 Maccabees chapter 6 and verse 12. "Now I beseech those that read this book, that they be not discouraged for these calamities, but that they judge those punishments not to be for destruction, but for the chastening of our nation." This is why we got to go through this stuff. They ain't to destroy us. They ain't to bring us down and make us look down, walk around with our head down. No. Take the whooping. I remember I used to get a whooping. My mom used to feel sorry after a while. I gave her the glory. My brother ran all over the house, not me. I sat there. I cried. I ain't gonna lie, I cried. But I know I did wrong. Let me go ahead and get my whooping, get it over with. My brother whooping take 30 minutes. Mine take 3 minutes. I just take them. She got to chase him all over the house, all over the place. Whooping lasts a long time. No, take what you got to take and move on. Take the whooping. Knowing that hey, this is what I did wrong, so let me take my punishments and move on. For it is a token of his great goodness when wicked doers are not suffered any long time. See, when you take that whooping, bam. See, it ain't going to be long. But when you running all over the house and down the street, around the block, all that old type of stuff, yeah, your whooping going to take some hours. Because they got to hit you 3 times, then chase you, catch you, hit you 2 times, chase you, catch you. You making it long. Because you won't take the punishment that you're supposed to take with faith, knowing that this is the love that the Most High got for me. This is what he has for forthwith punishment. Take your punishment. Take your punishment. Because look, even though we look at other nations like, dang, they don't get punished like us. They ain't getting tossed in the streets. They not getting shot down in the streets. Chinese come over here, they got stores. Ethiopia got all the 7-Elevens. The Arabs got stuff. The Koreans got something. Everybody got some buzz. But the thing about it is, watch this next one. For not as with other nations, see, that's the other nation, whom the Lord patiently forbeareth upon. He said he forbear to punish them right now. So don't worry about them. You getting your whooping a little at a time instead of this one big gigantic whooping that he gonna give these other nations to their destruction. At least your daddy love you enough. Like when you got there in that yard and y'all playing around at that park and all them kids get in trouble and he go get his kid. Excuse me, I say kid because we not goats. He go get his child, bring him over. And they talking about, well, he did this and he didn't. And he like, man, hold on. Those right there, they not my children, but you, I'm going to deal with you first. I'll go get them later. But right now, me and you got to deal with this that you got in trouble. Then after I give you your punishment, I'll go back and I'll punish them later. But right now, you need your whooping. And that's what it is with us. They not his children. He gonna take up for you. But right now, he got to deal with you. Deal with us as a nation. What is that? I've been eyeing this dress, but I was waiting till I'm able to buy it. Today, my patient's daughter gave me cash because of the care I gave her mom. Tomorrow, I will buy the dress. All praises to Yahweh Ba'Shem Mashiach Yahweh Shah. See, that's the thing about it. You just got to have faith, seek the Most High, and those things shall be added, man. Shoot, there's no how many times I'm almost, shoot. No, man, I done lost cars, houses, apartments, all that. Most I still provided for all that. I never have been on the street. I was paying bills and didn't even have a job. Most I did that. Major bills. Not the small bills, not the telephone bill. I'm talking about $2,000 rent. That's what the Most High do, but you got to have that faith. You got to be built up. That's why a lot of times people bring worries on me. I'll be like, why you worried? Thought you was in the truth. Why you tripping? Thought you was in the truth. Because that's how we need to be. We got to go through these things. He said, for not as with other nations whom the Lord patient forbear to punish. He said he forbear to punish them till they come to the fullness of their sin. So dealeth he with us. He wait, man, I'm going to get them. But right now I'm going to deal with my child. Right now I'm going to go tear them up later. Right now I'm going to deal with my child. See, that's what a lot of times we done got to the point where soon as our child get in trouble, we want to jump on the teacher and all that stuff first. No, deal with your child first. Go whoop his butt. Get him in line. Then go deal with the other people. But you make sure he's not going to do this no more. And that's what the Most High doing to his children. You not going to do it no more. I'm going to get him. Don't worry about what I'm going to do with him. Right now, you just take this punishment that I'm going to give you right now, Israel. So he said, so dealeth he with us, because we his children. Least that being come to the height of sin, afterward, he should take vengeance of us. I'm going to get them. I'm going to let they sins build all the way up here. See, every time y'all get right here, I'm going to tear y'all butt up. Bring you back down. Then you come back up a little bit, I'm going to tear you back up. I'm going to bring you back down. You get back up here, I'm going to tear you up and bring you back down. I'm not going to let you get up here. I'm going to keep whooping y'all butt. So y'all going to stay right here. But theirs, steady going up. Steady going up. Because they're not his children. But I'm going to take vengeance on them. I'm going to take vengeance on them. But not now. Not now. And therefore, this is verse 16, and therefore he never withdraw his mercy from us. He never withdraw it from us. He love us. I got mercy on y'all. That's why I'm whooping your butt. That's why I'm whooping your butt. I'm going to give you this whooping. I don't give a dang about them other kids. Look, I'm going to give you a whooping, but when I finally get to these other ones, I'm going to kill them. But right now, take this whooping. And therefore, he never withdraw his mercy from us. And though he punished with adversity, yet do he never forsake his people. But let this that we have spoken be for a warning unto us. Let it be for a warning. He's letting you know, look, I'm whooping y'all. I'm getting y'all. Y'all going to go through trials and tribulations. You're going to go through adversity. You're going to go through calamity. Why? Because you are my children. But let it be a warning. Don't go back out there playing with them nasty, nappy-headed ass kids. That don't go out there no more. It's a warning. It's a warning. But let this that we have spoken be for a warning unto us. And now will we come to declaring the matter in a few words. And how's a few words? The truth of the Bible. And we declare this matter to be true and evident that the Most High cares about us and he's going to punish them other nations. Let's go to Hebrews chapter 12. Hebrews chapter 12. Hebrews chapter 12. Hebrews chapter 12. And verse, let's see, 6. Hebrews chapter 12, verse 6. For whom the Lord loveth, he chasteneth, and scourged every son whom he received. Verse 7. If ye endure chastening, God dealeth with you as with sons. For what son is he whom the Father chasteneth not? You're supposed to get your whooping. That's your daddy. If your daddy is not paying attention, won't even punish you for, and you done went up and did something very stupid, your daddy don't care about you. Your daddy a Rolling Stone. He just at everybody's house, taking care of them other children. Our Father not like that. Our Father loves the children. He have mercy upon his children. But if ye be without chastisement, whereof all are partakers, then are ye bastards and not sons. If you don't get your punishment, you ain't nothing but a bastard. That's what your daddy is. He gone. I don't even think about nothing. I didn't call you that. They say you bastards and not sons. But you're not, because your father care about you. Your father, if he ain't did nothing, if you ain't going through nothing, if you ain't been through nothing, if you, dang it, what in the world is going on? This is crazy, man. This is crazy. I don't know if y'all can see. Text me and see if y'all, maybe it's just the post that I can't see, or is the video not on? Give me a text. That's crazy. That's crazy. Okay. He said he can see me. It's just maybe the texts are going off. I mean, the posts. That's cool. I'm just thinking, man, it's that dang on internet or something, man. Got to get better internet. Got to. So let's do it. 12 and 6 again. No, we're here at 8. No, let's start back at 7. If ye endure chastening, God dealeth with you as with sons. For what son is he? Is he whom father chasteneth not? But if ye be without chastisement, wherefore all partakers, then are ye bastards and not sons. Furthermore, we have had fathers of our flesh which corrected us. Your flesh need correcting like I had. My daddy corrected us at all times. My best lessons came from my daddy when I was growing up. And that's a good thing. And I reverence him. So why would I not reverence my father? My Father, why would I not reverence? Shall we not much rather be in subjection unto the Father of spirits and live? That's what we'd rather be. For verily for they verily for a few days chasten us after their own pleasure, but he for our profit, that we might be partakers of his holiness. Now, no chastening for the present seemeth to be joyous. Yeah, it don't feel good. It don't feel good, but it's good for us. Now, no chastening for the present seemeth to be joyous, but grievous. Nevertheless, afterward it yieldeth the peaceable fruit of righteousness unto them which are exercise the truth and do what I us to do. Let's go back to Deuteronomy chapter 4 and verse 31. Neither destroy thee, neither he swear. Romans chapter 11 and verse 1. Understand is, I just said now, I'm live now. Oh, Yaakov, can you please text me? You just said now. Did the video cut off? Did the video cut off? Text me if the video had went off. Yaakov. Yes or no? Did the video cut off? Okay. Let's keep showing me on them. The video went off. Okay, it's buffing now. Okay. Yeah, it just showed me it went off. Thank you. Appreciate that. Man, this is ridiculous, man. I don't understand this. This work all day, every day, all up until it's time to do this video. All up until it's time to do this video. I mean, oh boy, I tell you, man, this works all the time, man. I'm telling y'all, man, that ain't nothing but the works of the damn enemy, man. Because this nothing. It works all day. I appreciate it. Let me know, man, if we mess up, because this works. It never does this. I mean, all day, every day, never until now when I'm doing the video. Then all of a sudden, the internet starts slowing, all this stuff. But boy, if I bet you right now, if I was on there doing anything other than this class, would no problems ever exist. But when it comes to doing this right here, it is messing up. Right now, it won't even let me see the comments. It says tap to retry, and it still won't even let me see those. What's so bad about this? This is my shortest class, and they done got me held up doing this other. Romans 11 and 1. Let's get to it, man, before they mess around and turn the whole internet off. I'll say then, had God cast away his people? God forbid. For I also am an Israelite of the seed of Abram. God has not cast away his people. But the fact of the matter is, That's what they want us to believe. God cast. It's funny how they say God, the Israelites are done away with, but then that is the craziest thing I ever heard. But then say that so if you say the Israelites they gone, then who is that y'all calling over there in Israel? So y'all know the whole thing is messed up. Because a lot of times they know them damn things ain't the real Israelites. They know that. They know they're not. They so confused in their own head. And the Most High got them in derision. Strong delusion. They don't even know how to comprehend it. Because they don't believe, no matter what, if when y'all getting out there and y'all teaching, you can attest one thing, those apologetics now, the Edomites, boy, they going to keep turning this thing off. That is crazy. That is crazy. Israelites. That's why they don't even come out there and say, prove that y'all, they don't even do that. They go into other parts by how they can get in. Mad at us because we not allowing them to get in. We just like Nehemiah, shut the gate. Shut the gate. No, you can't get in. Every time y'all come around us and get into something, it's always messing up everything for us and our people. Let's go to Lamentations chapter 1. Now let's go back to Deuteronomy first. Let's go back to Deuteronomy chapter 4 and verse 32. Chapter 4, verse 32. See, man, they keep shutting off on my end, whether I got it on that line or on my telephone. It just keeps going off. This is crazy. For ask now, verse 32, we're going to go to Deuteronomy chapter 4, verse 32 is where we back at. For ask now of the days that are past, which were before thee, since the day that God created man upon the earth, and ask from the one side of heaven unto the other, whether there have been any such thing as this great thing is, or have been heard like it. Has there been anything? Let's go to Lamentations chapter 1, verse 7. Lamentations chapter 1, verse 7. See, now it's just missing stuff. It's just really tripping. Lamentations chapter 1, verse 7. Boy, this is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. I know the games y'all playing these, so it ain't funny. This truth gonna get out. Y'all ain't gonna do nothing but wait till the Sabbath. When the Sabbath come, going hard. Squash that. Lamentations chapter 1, verse 7. Jerusalem remembered in those days, in the days of her affliction and of her miseries, all her pleasant things that she had in the days of old, when her people fell into the hand of the enemy and none did help her. The adversary saw her and did mock at her Sabbaths. And that's exactly what they do now. We remembered this is coming to pass right to this minute, to this day, right now. Keep pushing that button. Steady trying to kick me off. Maybe I said something that they didn't like. I don't know. Maybe I said a word they didn't like. I don't know. But all I can tell you is they steady trying to kick me off of this thing over and over, no matter what internet I use. No matter which one. It's always, like I said, this never does this. I can have this phone, be on it all day. Yeah, I know. I'm sure it's skipping. Because I'm looking at it, they just got everything. They done turned off all kind of stuff. I don't even see if anybody online. Yeah, I'm going to end it. Hey, I'm going to end this and then